Are you driving today? Well, they like it during the day.
Man, Shannon and I are in a little bit of a state of disappointment. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. I'm Kay, this is S, Kyle, Shannon. This is our 20 acres, our homestead.
Our homestead.
Our farm. Guys, we're excited, but we're a little deflated. I think that's the word. You know, we worked so hard to get this run over here for these guineas, and I obviously have worked so hard over here on what we call the bird coop, because we can't really dedicate it to chickens or guineas because we just kind of got to learn. But in reading my guinea book that one of you sent, thank you, I learned that basically as you train these birds, some of them are back there fighting right now, as you train these birds, what they get used to is what they continue to do, but it mixes with what they want to do naturally. Yeah. So you can try to encourage them one way, but they're still going to be guineas at the end of the day. And so as you guys know...
They're not going to change to chickens. I thought they were going to convert.
Yeah, no, they're a little bit different than chickens, I can tell you that right now. So I do have 2 feeders in here, and I've just got the game bird, regular bird food in there for them. And so they'll come back all throughout the day, they'll eat on that instead of eating my ticks and stuff like that. Just kidding, it's kind of out of season for it. But this is teaching them this is your home base. And I'm building this coop for them, and they like to get up on the rafters, they like to get inside, but at the end of the day now, they no longer want anything to do with this run or that coop. They have learned from the adults it's tree time. And it's actually quite entertaining because the little birds can't make that flight, so they got to go from one thing to another. Did you get some of that on film? So the littles right now, I mean, they give it everything they can, and they just real slow and then smack into the side of the shed and fall to the ground, have to start back over.
But because our first round of guineas were raised with turkeys, we didn't know that they would roost in trees already.
This early.
This early.
Yeah.
They're only the end of July, so.
June 23rd and August 18th.
So how many months is that?
June 23rd and August 18th.
Anyway, we didn't know that they would roost in trees this early.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit of a learning experience for us with this group.
Yeah, and these birds are hardy as far as temperature is concerned. I think they can go down to like 40 below and be fine, but it's the wind. So on our run that we had up there, we had big old tarps around it, and that would help keep the wind out. Right here, we didn't plan on doing that because I wanted to be able to put them in here to keep them warm. But they may just do what they want to do and get up in trees no matter how cold it is. I don't know. Can you guys hear them? They're talking to you. They're always talking. But I am excited, guys. If you already saw it in my hand, guess what I got? My router. Dun, dun, dun. And I was patient. I had to wait for it, and it came the day that it was supposed to, and I gave the UPS guy a high five. I said, thank you. And I immediately got it going. A little bit of a learning curve. This thing's a wild beast. I mean, you gotta have respect for it like you would any kind of saw, because that bit's going about 24,000 RPMs. And my least favorite thing, as you guys know, ladders. But you can see it worked like a charm. So that is a flush trim bit. And what that means, there's a little bearing on the end of it. And then there's 2 cutting edges on it, and that bearing rides along the 2x4, giving it a good guide edge, and then it just cuts this off. And it's a little sawdusty. I eat a lot of sawdust when I do it. I am wearing safety glasses, but it still gets in behind it. And being up on a ladder, your face is just right there. I mean, you're just taking it. There's nothing you can do, nowhere you can go. So, love the tool. I think there's a lot more that I can use it for. I know there is. And I just gotta wait till Shannon lets me get all the bits. And it's no big deal, they're only $15 to $35 per bit. Or babe, guess what?
What?
You can buy a whole kit that has like 16 different bits in it, and you can save money by spending more.
I feel like you're like trying to take some of my tricks and turn them on me that I've used on you.
I learned from the best. I mean, don't you want to train me better? I'm learning, babe. I'm learning. Bulk buy. Bulk buy.
That's great, babe. Sounds good.
And our friends Trevor and Amanda, we went and visited Trevor the other day, and he was kind of laughing. He said, yeah, I saw your video about the router. He said, I wanted to text you, but I didn't because I got 4 of them and you could borrow them anytime. But he's like, I kind of wanted you to have one in your life. Thanks, Trevor, for not telling Shannon you had 4 and I could have just borrowed one.
It's fine.
It's fine. And I got a new tool. Oh, it's like Christmas.
I'm happy for you.
This guy is voting that the bird coop become the Bruno barn still. And quite honestly, it may be, I don't know. So you can see what the other side looked like. That I just had a full sheet of my sheathing on the side there. And so I'll do the same over here. I'm just a little bit more challenged for how the ladder's gonna go up there, or maybe pull the tractor up here and see if I can trust Shannon to pick me up on the front of the tractor.
Or
No,
can
you
do it
can't.
from the inside.
No, I mean, I could with a different saw, but I bought a router, so I have to use it for this because that's how it goes. But the guide, the bearing has to ride on that rafter on the 2x4. So it sits on the rafter basically, and then the cutting edge just follows the plane of that rafter and cuts that off. Do you want to do it?
No, I don't want to do it. No.
I kind of figured. Are you eating my sawdust, weirdo? So if you guys watch Chad over at Doss Farms or Dad over at Grandpa Doss Farms, you probably know this, but we had a really good storm blow through the night. In fact, the last video that we filmed, we were prepping. I was putting things away. We were making sure we tried to get the straw as covered as possible, and you saw how that went with the carport. But we were able to get a billboard over about 85–90% of it, and it did a really good job at keeping it dry through that storm. And when I say storm, I'm talking tornado warnings for I don't even know how long, and we were right in the path of it. Chad was right in the path of it, and then it eventually moved over by toward where Mom and Dad were and her folks. I mean, it was...
We got 2 inches of rain in, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, something like that. It was quick.
And it was late at night, and so both of my brothers and my dad and I were all in a group message, kind of just keeping tabs on how everybody was doing, where it was going. You know, Chad typically gets it just a little bit before we do, and then he can kind of tell us what to expect. And a couple rounds of hail. It was pretty rough, but
we survived.
We survived. Everything was good. But our friends Dana and Jacob just came by, brought the kiddos. They're the ones that we went over and processed the chickens with, and we were able to donate a bunch of that straw to them. But they felt bad, so in form of payment, we got another whole chicken. Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Right now we've got actually one of Chad's chuck roasts in the slow cooker in there.
Yep.
Boy, it smells good in the camp. It's fall. This is just, it's beautiful.
I've been saying for weeks now, it's my favorite time of year.
Absolutely. So now we got the chuck roast on today. We'll probably do that chicken tomorrow. And boy, I feel like a homesteader.
You should.
I'm proud of my wife. Shout out to my wife. You guys saw the carport. She put that together over there, and she strapped it down, and that's why it flew over. She walked away, so I'm gonna blame it on her. She's not.
I also disassembled it.
She did, but guys, talk about repurposing. She did this yesterday. I was gone in the afternoon. I come home to this. Hercman! And a cover for the hay.
It's not real pretty.
Were you going for pretty or were you going for functional?
So the next 3 days, it's supposed to rain nonstop. And so I at least wanted them to have a place where they could stand covered and be dry while they're eating hay and not waste all their hay. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes.
They only ate probably about that much right there before that last storm blew through. And so we lose, when it rains that much, we lose that much hay there. They'll pick at it a little bit, try to find some dry in it, but if it rains, that's just a waste of hay. And all the efforts to try to not waste hay, because you see how successful they are at that, that's all hay, not straw. Yeah, can't lose it to rain. So good job, babe.
Thanks.
But we still need to stake it down a little bit more?
Still need to stake it down and secure the tarp a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, I see you took my idea on the cinder blocks for the legs and went ahead and did that at assembly time.
I did.
Good job.
We'll see if it helps or not.
I bet you're a little tired from that. I didn't know you were going to do all that while I was gone.
My OLD is kicking in. Feeling it.
Feeling that OLD?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, you also took some of that straw and some of them pumpkins that you scored and made a nice little fall decoration up front.
I did. Yeah, I was busy.
Yeah.
I do a lot when you're not here.
Well, see you later.
Just kidding.
I'll be back.
Just kidding. So on our last video, after you guys saw that the carport was pretty much demolished by the wind, we had a lot of questions about just using the cover for that to cover the straw. And I have to admit, it got pretty ripped up from the storm. It was unfortunate, but it happens. So I was able to pull both the front and the back pieces so that we can at least have that part covered, the white pieces. But we had this big, huge black tarp on our old bird run all the way at the top of the hill that the birds haven't been using. So I went ahead and pulled it off yesterday, and we're gonna use that just to give them some rain coverage for right now.
But guys, I do have to admit, I'm proud of this boy. If you guys have been with us for a while, you know this is our livestock guardian dog, Mr. Hercules, AKA Herc, the Herc man, Mr. Handsome, the great and wonderful. You just want to hear them all, don't you, buddy?
You get all the names, Herc.
We love you. But Dana and Jacob came over and had their 2 kids with them. And of course, before they left, they had to see the goats. So we brought them over here, and Bruno came over, and you guys have seen a lot of footage of Bruno and Hercules through the panels, the fence. And they do that every day. In fact, a lot of times when Bruno's out by himself, because he's an inside-outside dog, he'll just come down here and hang out with Hercules through the fence. But I think what is happening, this is our analysis anyway, I think he and Hercules, Bruno and Hercules, are working together enough now that Bruno speaks Herc, and he knows when Herc is calling Bruno out to say, hey bud, go check something on the land outside of my pen. And so Bruno will go out, check it, run around 5-10 minutes, come back, knock on the door and say, hey, everything's good. So I think Hercules is starting to understand and trust Bruno. So when Bruno came down with Dana and Jacob and the kids, they were able to be right here, all of them. In fact, I think Dana even took her hand, back and just kind of put it down by the panel. He wasn't barking. He wasn't pouncing at the fence. He didn't honestly even look like he was in standoff mode unless 2 or 3 of them got too close. But not a word, guys. And if you guys know, he doesn't like anybody but me and Shannon. Anybody. But
It's a huge step.
I think we're seeing a transformation. I think Bruno is the reason. Is that what it is, big fella? Gosh, you're so handsome. I'll come in and love on you. Gotta keep my hands clean for just a minute, okay? So I don't really know. I'm not gonna make any conclusions from that. Like, oh yeah, Herc can be out when people come over now. Let's just try that.
No.
Oh yeah, go on in and play with the goats and Hercules. See how that goes.
Nope.
Nope. But it's a patience game. It's one day at a time. And we just evaluate how well Hercules and Bruno get along. And quite honestly, I think there's only been one time that he's kind of pounced and barked at the panel at Bruno, but I think it was even kind of playful. So huge strides in that department. Don't really know. Still, I'm not picking a day that we're just gonna say, hey, let them all out.
No, it'll happen when it happens, when the timing is right.
Yeah, and we just want to share our observations with you. Hi, goaties.
Look, Bruno's all the way over on the other side. He's got a vine that's attached to a tree and he's pulling on it. Can you see that? That is so funny.
There is a rabbit's, what do you call it, a nest? A rabbit home? A rabbit habitat. A rabbitat. There's a rabbitat over there. That's what it is. I looked it up, guys. I just Googled it.
Add that to your cautionary.
Going in the cautionary, there's a rabbitat over there. And that rabbit will come in the pen and tease Mr. Hercules and look at him until Herc goes after him and then he shoots out the other side. Well, this is another thing that he and Bruno work together on. Bruno can go over there. So every time we go and feed or we're over in this direction now, Bruno goes over behind the hay shed and he checks out that rabbitat, make sure that rabbit ain't gonna get them goats.
The rabbitat.
That's a thing.
It's a thing.
I need to build a rabbitat and we get some rabbits.
No.
Okay, Shannon didn't say no, so I can do it.
Oh my gosh. Hey, what do you say we load up some of this straw and take it over to your brother?
Yeah, Chad called me yesterday, and I think I'm graduating a little bit. I'm moving up in the world.
You're being recruited.
I'm being recruited, but by Chad. The dude knows some guys. He knows some people. He knows people that can come and do some things, and I'm on his list. I think I'm going to get to help him on some projects out at his place, and I'm excited about it.
I'm glad you're excited about it.
And in the meantime, I said, hey, I'm going to bring you some straw. So I think we're going to load up a full load and take that out there.
Bruno, are you going to help us load up some straw? This has become your little fort, hasn't it? I was going to tell you, we're not unloading the straw, though. You got to do that all on your own.
Yeah, my knuckles are already done for. I didn't worry about it.
Well, just leave the trailer. I know you can't. I was being funny.
Can you bring it back to me?
No, you should probably take it.
Straw is $10 a bale, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Put it on Grandpa's tab.
Golden straw.
Do people know you stole it from a church? And now you're charging me?
Well, we omitted the theft portion.
Think about that
of
when you're sitting in a pew tomorrow.
Yeah, we did. We got some dirty looks, and the pastor came out and was like, "What's going on?" No, just kidding. It was donated.
Well, they do
some of it.
You've already told them, I'm sure. They do a Halloween fall festival thing every year, and they want you to come get it. They sought you out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I signed up for it annually now, and it actually gave them pleasure that I'm like, "Hey, I'll haul it off every year, no problem. We'll find a home for it."
Yep.
We donated. I don't know how much went out today. Maybe.
I didn't even see how many they took.
I think I did 2 pallet worths, and he was carrying some by hand, and so that's gonna hit 3 different farms, right? Mom, Grandma, and them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on our way. We're regifting.
I don't even need it.
That's okay. You're taking it off of our place.
I wondered about that.
I'm just getting it so when the subscribers are like, I can't believe you didn't have a place for them to stay warm.
See, I got straw.
Here's some straw.
Yeah. Stay warm, Longhorn. Out here.
Well, don't deal with it.
The donkeys use it?
Oh, I mean, if we put them in the barn and we put it in, Izzy will use it, the pig. The
Okay.
pigs love it,
Okay.
and they'll actually eat it too.
All right.
So, no, we'll use it somewhere. And honestly, in my video this morning, June's bred. June's gonna have a baby. I think it'll be 30 days. I'll be shocked.
Okay.
All right.
So, not that a Highland anything needs to worry about the weather
Right.
at all,
Yeah.
but you know, if we ever needed it, we've got it, and I don't have to go find it and
And you got a place you can keep it dry.
yeah,
Okay.
shove it in the barn.
I brought you all the soaking ones that got hit by the rain the other night.
Good. So they'll mold.
Yeah, some of them have started already. Yeah, I know. No, I threw those off the pile, and we tried to get the driest ones. We had most of it under a billboard. But I was telling them that I kind of feel like it's an honor that you're looking to hire me for some work.
Hire you.
Because you got great guys that do really
for
good
beef.
work, and yeah, there ain't no pay involved, but yeah. So you're trying to run some electric,
Yeah.
and you're thinking about double doing it with a little bit of water run potentially,
Well, when
at least down the road.
I didn't do it. I didn't do that.
I was gonna make fun of it. I gotta be honest. This makes me feel real good about my electrical skill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even this, like, did somebody run into it, or was it
I
just
think
like?
somebody did with a skid steer. Not us. Done before us.
Oh yeah, because it has screws back there, but the top one's broken out.
Yep.
This is pretty. That's pretty legit, man.
Yep. No, but this cord, this came with the house.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
And it finally burned up. Look at that.
So you're not using anything off of this?
No, because I think it just powers that.
Yeah. Got any pliers?
No, I thought the guy coming to keep it down. I don't know if he's working for me.
I use your tools. You got the fancy stuff.
Can we agree that that's a 4x8 sheet of plywood?
This here?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I want to make that a hole.
That wide, or this
I think so,
exact
yeah.
cutout?
That pretty much that cutout.
No, that's nailed in there. A lot of nails.
Well, I've got a sawzall, I've got a chainsaw, I've got a tractor.
So you're not. You
I'll
just
take the stump grinder to it. You put a hole in.
So you want to take this guy out?
He laughs because he knows I'm serious.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, there's certain parts of this job I'm gonna let you do,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So we'll just take out. You want it taller than this though, or
Yeah, I would like a little bit of a, probably what, 7.5?
seven. Yeah, I've done both doors on my shed and my coop are about 7 feet.
That sounds
That's perfect.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, you want it that wide though? You want to go 8 feet?
oh, unless you just see a reason. The only reason I was going 8 is because it's a gate.
Okay.
But, you know, they don't usually make 6-foot gates, but it
Okay.
doesn't mean we can't build one.
Okay.
So, really, the way I look at it is if we were to put in a couple of jack studs and it didn't work, because that's not going to be 8 feet if we put in jack studs. You know, the jack studs would have to go on the other side, which
Right.
means we can't really brace it that way. So I don't know that 8 feet's actually a good way to do it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if it's an 8-foot gate, you need exactly 8 feet. With
Well-
jack studs, you're going to lose
Yeah, and I see, you know, where their top plate, they got a double top plate, and so they're hitting the seam with this guy. Hypothetically, you could put another stud in right here, and then get your 8 feet, put one on the outside, and we could just take these studs out. You know, I mean, your roof's not real, you don't have a big load on top of it, so I think it'd be fine. Then in essence, you know, potentially turn these into your jack studs by putting the king stud on the other side, going the full width, and just cut this off where we need to put a header over. You are gonna have to get them mud daubers out of here though.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be great. Is this where the straw's going to?
Yep.
When are you gonna put it in here?
As soon as you pull the truck over here, get it closer, back it up right there. You should be able to just swing right through here, aim your nose that way, and back up to it.
So where is the power's not coming here?
No. There's no power going anywhere. Well,
Your
the power
Wellhouse.
I want to run, I want to go to the Wellhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to move that whole 50 amp breaker to the Wellhouse.
Okay. You want a breaker up here and a breaker down there, or just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think our Wellhouse is that way. I don't think we have.
Whatever is easier.
It's
I don't.
kind of the same difference
indifferent, yeah.
at that point. Yeah. It's just a matter of where do you want to be able to turn it off at, and by code there's rules, but out here,
don't matter.
What's code? I know people are screaming at us right now for that.
Can't even spell code.
Let's go look at the Wellhouse, and then I'll bring the truck over.
You can go first.
Now listen, there's a camera in there, and at night it tells me animal detected. But I don't have an SD card, so I don't know what the animal is. I just know there's something in here.
Why don't you go in first?
No, I'm going. I know what works.
Have you run it out yet today?
Nope. See the old extension cord, that 3-way?
This is coming straight from your panel over there.
Yeah. That little loop. And the red one is me, that's new. But I didn't have an option.
So is this working now or no?
Yes, but
Okay.
it's just power and that power strip on top of that cardboard non-flammable box.
Dude,
I inherited this.
I don't know how that guy slept at night, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I'm not even sure that this is live, because when we moved in, this was holding the heat lamp. Like I'm like not powering it, holding it. It was plugged into the same power strip down there.
So is there a breaker panel in here?
Nope. You're gonna bring one to it.
I can put a piece of OSB or plywood or something up there, and then just put the panel on it. You don't really care if it's actually in between the studs on the wall, or do you want it in the
I
studs?
want it in the studs and sheetrock to take the mud.
Then you called the wrong guy. Can I have a donkey
No.
so I can have two? Look at them.
I did. They're super cute.
They're being quiet. They never make noise, do they? No, never. Chad said never.
They're silent donkeys.
I completely believe you too.
It's a sound game. Goodness gracious.
They are really cute.
Yeah, go get the baby. There you go. Yeah, fall in love with them, babe.
Can I pet you? Look how fuzzy their fur is. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. I didn't expect that.
That afro is awesome.
Got a bowl cut.
For some reason, I thought they were bigger.
No, and there's even smaller ones than these guys. There's some that run about his size, like full grown.
Full time.
Mm-hmm.
How old is he now?
2 months, 3 months?
Golly.
It's really cute.
Lucy's probably 9, closing in on 10.
How long have you had her?
About 3 years.
This is so cute. He puts his head up there just to rest.
Okay, you are pretty stinking cute.
What, you want a donkey?
I didn't say that. I just said they're pretty stinking cute.
2 donkeys. My problem is I got a Bruno and a Hercules.
Yep.
Well, not a problem, just a problem for having donkeys.
Well, did you guys figure out what you're here to do?
Yeah, I ain't doing it today, but we're making a game plan.
Great.
I can tell you right now that Wellhouse was not as thought out as a Kyle would normally do, but I think Chad's got a pretty good handle on it, so we should be able to do what we need to do. And if not, I have Rob's number. Chad has Rob's number. Rob has always saved the day.
The ears are my favorite.
Yeah, they're the tell. So when they defend,
They kick and chase.
kick,
They kick and
are they
chase.
biters?
Oh yeah. And donkeys, I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but I mean I've read it two or three places. But when they bite down, they have to finish biting down before they let go.
If there ain't no control.
Yep.
She let you get in there, buddy?
He don't care much for it yet. Still got mom.
Yeah, he was just kind of.
He wants to chew on the bowl. Scared.
Now you got a saddle for this guy, this mama?
Yeah, she's probably got a weight limit. Keeps me from doing that. They're pretty strong, but
Do people ride donkeys?
oh yeah,
I want a donkey.
Jesus rode a donkey.
That's true.
It was probably a little bigger than Lucy though.
Yeah. They're so peaceful.
Until they're fired up, they're peaceful.
I bet. Now, do they alert, or is
Yeah.
it more of a just if something comes in their pen?
No, it's a. I mean,
Hey,
they,
something's going on.
yeah, they rip off when the Amazon mail guy gets here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all over it.
All right.
They chase the deer. They chase it all.
I mean, you can have guineas, babe. Surely we could have donkeys too. We could have the noise non-stop.
Well,
they-
we do, but what do you think our neighbors will
I
think?
don't. That's not what. That's not the
cares?
first thing on my list by any means. Sorry, neighbors.
Well, you don't move to the country and then get mad because somebody got a donkey. Our previous place was 20 acres, and he was really loud, but there was no trees.
Yeah.
There was nothing stopping his bray from carrying all through the hills.
That's true.
So,
Well, we got a spruce, man. You talk about the neighbors calling and complaining.
That's true.
Ask them how every feeding time goes.
I don't miss that.
Sorry.
I alerted the neighbor dog. Your dog.
Oh, I woke up all the dogs. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, he's so stinking cute, though.
Yeah, his face. It's like their eyes are the first thing that grow.
Eyes and ears.
Eyes, yeah.
Here comes Izzy.
Oh, I don't know.
I know, I couldn't believe she was as big as she is.
Look at them neck nuts.
I hadn't seen her in a while.
Are you gonna make it?
She sleeps underneath that bale of hay.
Burrows into it. She said, "Hey, you handing out grain?"
She's about a little over a year old.
That went fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, lady.
Does she keep getting bigger than that?
We hope not. We're being real careful.
Yeah. What a good grin. Say, hey, I'm down here. Whoa! You are solid. Is she overprotective, buddy? Like her was she in the beginning?
It just depends. It's more of a, she'll correct him. She's not actually like pushing you off. She's just like, hey, don't do that.
This is how you do
Yeah,
this.
don't stand that way because then they grab you. But she's not really worried about us. She's just trying to teach him.
Did you have any idea what she might weigh?
Oh, 400.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big dog.
Yeah.
So
Rarely hurt her bray.
Really?
Rarely. Now her daughter Lily does all the time, but she's half little donk, so probably why.
Is she staying with the cattle?
Boom.
Whoa! Is that like a hey, get out of the way?
Yeah, she's running the pig off.
Sorry, I did. Get it.
Lucy's been around a while. She's not afraid to tell somebody to move.
Enforce the rules. They're so interesting.
We love the donkeys. We've not had one yet. We were like, man, I wish we would have done that.
Really? How many do you have total now?
5.
5.
And he'll have to go somewhere when he's weaned. He'll start trying to dominate his mom. Not rebreed, just dominating, period.
Yeah.
They want to be in charge, and she's not going to let him, so they're going to fight.
All right.
He can't go with his dad.
Trying to get that yawn out. There it was.
And he can't go in with his sister, obviously.
So you leave him intact?
Yeah, he's too free. Somebody will want him.
Yeah.
Plus, we know his instincts, his lineage.
Yeah.
We've got two very, very docile donkeys as a sire and a ham. So,
That's what people are looking for, to know their track record a little bit.
yeah.
All right.
Don't drop it on her though.
Oh, she'll love it.
You think it'll hurt her?
No.
Oh! He just dropped that right on your head.
What do you think, Izzy?
Yeah, this is the knife you gave me.
What do you think, Izzy, Pete? You gonna sleep up here tonight? You gonna sleep up here tonight?
I didn't realize they like straw so much. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You got
What are
something
they
on
doing to
your,
you?
got something on your back there, lady.
No, we're gonna put hay and straw and all that up here because there's no way to like plant grass.
Yeah.
So
Hi. Hi.
You don't have a pig, aren't you, on
I want the ugly ones so I can eat them.
I can't remember what they
Because they're little and cute and you call them bacon seeds, everybody gets upset.
Well, here's the thing. If we get pigs, I want pigs that we're going to eat, not as pets.
Well, we can, I feel like we're at the point now where I can eat pets. After losing some pets and going through some stuff and dogs eating birds and
Okay.
killing predators and
I
things.
could have eaten Bruce, but
Yeah, I'm wondering how good spruce would taste on the grill. At times. Kidding.
sort of.
I just thought I'd give proof that you two are the ones doing all the work and I'm just standing here watching.
You need evidence of that? I've moved more straw bales in the last few days than I care to even venture a guess. You start out nice and careful, and then you're like, oh, it's a straw bale. Why am I being so gentle? You're doing great, babe.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I thought I'd get some proof that Chad moved some bales.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay in the trailer and just keep throwing them and see if he'll come and get them and take them in the barn.
Great idea.
All right. I think I got your janky electrical system
That I inherited.
that he inherited well enough in my head that I've made some notes and I'm trying to make Rob proud, and I might call Shannon's dad and get some advice and come up with a solution for you. Send you a shopping list.
You should.
If you see anything on the shopping list that doesn't look like it fits into the project, just ignore it. Go ahead and buy it. I'll go pick it up for you.
Gotcha. Go ahead and buy that electric or that gas powered post pounder.
Okay. And if there's a table saw in there, just go ahead and hit submit payment, and I'll bring it to you.
Sounds good.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's
Absolutely.
always fun.
Always.
Enjoy
Always,
the
always.
straw, roll in it tonight, and stay warm.
I will. I plan on sleeping out here.
Are you in trouble?
No.
Never. All right, guys.
Actually, as we say that, I got a text.
Oh, he's in trouble now.
Yep. She's checking to see if I want Brahms burgers.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty
probably
spoiled.
about 10 of them, right? 2 bags.
I just get I get the bag of 5.
That's hilarious.
Put the cheese on them though. Don't be.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I don't
Don't go
believe,
skimpy on
I
it.
don't believe in hamburgers. It's only cheeseburger or nothing.
Right. I don't understand that either.
All right, guys. We love and appreciate you. Thanks for coming along with us. As always, see you in the next one.
Bye.
See ya.